Guys and girls out there in YouTube land, it's TheK25 here, bringing you guys episode 2 of the K25 podcast. So sit back, relax, and let me take you guys off to Yugi land. Just, after episode 1, I started thinking and wanted to get a good topic that a bunch of people could, kind of go back and forth on, talk about in the comments and stuff like that, and really just get something that people could discuss. And something that was on my mind recently was ARG Las Vegas. It just went past this past week, and I wasn't at ARG Las Vegas. I had some stuff I was doing, and all this other stuff couldn't be there. And I don't know that I'm going to be at the next couple of events that are going to go on. But what it made me start to think about was some of the people that I missed, and was really wishing I could see, like Cordero and Slim and a bunch of other people. And actually, Underworld 6667 just came down on a trip to see me. He lives in Canada. I live in Oklahoma City, which is quite a ways, quite a drive. And he came down and saw me a couple of weeks ago with his friend Devin, and that was really great to get to see those guys. It's been quite a while since I've seen them in person, and of course I talked to them a lot on YouTube and stuff, so it was really nice to get to hang out with them for a while. We went out and ate dinner and stuff, and it really got me in the mood to get to go on a big Yu-Gi-Oh trip. And something I just wanted to discuss with you guys is traveling in Yu-Gi-Oh in general. I know a lot of newer players. I know when I first started, I didn't really understand how people were traveling, how people had the money to go across the country just to play a card game. And, I didn't understand exactly what all went into it. But one thing that I've really started to see over the last couple of years is the reason we go on these trips. It's, yeah, you get to play a card game. It's a lot of fun and everything, but it's about the friendships that you make. It's about the things you get to experience. For example, in the last year and a half, I've gotten to go to Miami, Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis, Boston, and a couple of other places. And all of that was in about a year and a half span. Now, I was at some of those events actually working for ARG. So, I had ways to get there that revolved around that. But a lot of these trips, I went, to YCSs and stuff. I went on my own dime. And one thing that was really nice was we actually have a buddy that works at a hotel. And so he is able to get pretty good deals at hotels whenever we travel. And that way it cuts down cost a lot. And we end up carpooling and everything to go. And one thing that I would love is to get to see more people travel to more events, whether they're regionals, whether they're a YCS or an ARG Circuit Series event. I would love to see more people get to go and travel, especially the younger players or the more inexperienced players to big tournaments, because I feel like they really miss out on a big experience when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. They put together a deck. Maybe they don't play anything close to a top tier deck, and they just never have, and they just kind of show up every week and they play, and maybe they win a match here or there, but they don't really win very often. And, maybe they just don't have money to go to these events. And I wish that, what I want to know from you guys is what do you guys do to be able to get more friends, more people to these events? I know a lot of people that I know, we do carpool, and we get the best room deals that we can, and we try to fit as many people into a room as we can. That way it cuts down on the cost and everything like that. And, one of my favorite trips that I've ever taken was to Chicago last year for Nationals. And if you guys actually go on to my channel page, you can search the playlist that has the Yugi Files episodes. And Yugi Files episode 1 is actually all about that trip in Chicago. And what the Yugi Files actually is, it's filmed like a television show that kind of walks you through everything that we experienced while we were there. And then I also have one for Las Vegas and the first ARG Circuit Series, and I'm actually working on another one at the moment. But what made that trip so special was getting to see Cordero again, getting to see Slim, Underworld 6667, Robbie Cole, Jarrell, Winston, being there with my friends Paul and Irish and a bunch of other people. And as you guys can see in the Yugi Files video, we all got to go out and eat together. We got to go just kind of explore all around Chicago together. And just getting to see those guys and have those experiences was so cool. I had never been to Chicago before, and just getting the whole experience was amazing. And then on top of the fact that we also had a YCS to be at, or Nationals rather, to be at, was really, really cool. And that's an experience I'll never forget. Also going to Miami for the first time, Oklahoma being so far away from Florida, a lot of my friends could not go, and I ended up flying into Miami. But Slim was there along with Jarrell and a bunch of other people, and I actually ended up rooming with Slim, Pro Winston, and it was such a blast because I was kind of on my own in terms of, I didn't have friends from my hometown there. I didn't have a way to get around all the time. And so sticking with Slim and Jarrell the whole time was really cool. We, got to hang out down at the bar and go try some really cool restaurants and things like that. And really get to see a lot of Miami that way. And we really built a really good friendship that way. And so that is one of the things that I take away, and really, it makes those trips special. And so, for maybe a young kid or somebody who, really wants to go to one of these events, what advice do you guys have for these people to get to go? I'd love for you guys to leave those tips in the comments about what you do. Maybe their parents don't want them traveling alone or something. So maybe if you had some adults going, that would really work. Would it be worth your while to have an older person rent out like a church van and, take 10, 15 people, everybody chips in on gas, and maybe they've all split up a hotel, 2 or 3 rooms in a hotel. What do you guys do? And also, what is the best or most memorable trip that you've ever been on? Where has it been? Who was the coolest person you've met? Is it a friend that you have? Is it a famous YouTuber? Is it a pro player? Did you top the event? Did something really cool happen there? Did you find a card there that you had been really wanting? What is that for you guys? And when it comes down to it all, there's been tons of drama in YouTube lately. There has been, a lull in the player base. People really just complaining about so many things about the game. Even going back to the first podcast episode that I just posted the other day, which was, talking about people just complaining about the meta and how it'll change as soon as the ban list comes out, and then the ban list comes out, and then a month or two later, it's back to a shitty format. Instead of complaining about it, these are the good things. These are the things that I love about the game. Love seeing that the game brings to people. And, those are the experiences that I hone in on. A lot of other people, they want to just exploit, all the bad things that happen and tell all the negative things and bring up all this news and stuff. But what I wanted to bring up was, my favorite experiences with some of the really good friends I met. Slim, Jarrell, and Underworld, and Vexicus are some of the best friends that I have. I've said this in another video before. I'm the kind of person that I never really had one best friend. My best friend is my fiance, but besides her, I never had one best friend. I was the guy that had hundreds of really good friends. And so, there's not somebody that I always hang out with every week, consistently, all the time. That's just not who I am. I hang out with multitudes of people at random times, and I actually spend quite a bit of time by myself, just kind of doing my own thing. But Slim, Jarrell, Dan, and Cordero are some of the best friends that I have, and it's all because of this game. When I travel and I stay with them or something like that, it feels like I never left them. Like we were just brothers that, just didn't see each other for a day or two, or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to getting to go to another event really soon. I'm looking forward to meeting even more people that I haven't met before. That includes fans. That includes other YouTubers. That includes pro players. I've met other pro players through this. All the traveling and stuff that I've gotten to do, that I've become pretty good friends with, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been awesome, and so I just want to leave you guys with that. What was your best trip experience that you've ever been on in Yu-Gi-Oh? If you haven't been on a big trip, what is your goal? What's your desire to get to do? Who's the coolest person you've met? Best thing you've done? Anything like that, guys, leave it in the comment section below. And once again, guys, thank you for letting me take you through YugiTube land here on episode 2 of the K25 podcast. I hope you guys will follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links, of course, are in the description below. And if you guys have a topic you'd like me to discuss during the next podcast, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. Like I said in the first episode, I hope this is just something that you can put on while you're driving, while you're working out, while you're cleaning around the house, while you're just laying down. I know there's no video going on here, but just something for you guys to listen to, maybe even if you're studying, something like that. If you like you guys, a rating would be appreciated. A good thumbs up to show that you enjoyed the content. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next episode, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.